This is an assignment-based presentation for 2018 for DJPE and DPPE for the subject PHE12. I'm the presenter, Ansie Stein. Now, good morning. Welcome to the presentation of the assignment of 2018. This presentation's aim is to help you understand what is expected of you for the assignment of 2018. You receive one assignment per subject per semester. This PHE12 assignment counts 100 marks. You should obtain at least 50% to qualify for the exams which will follow. Now, I'm going to give you a few hints. Here are a few hints on how to tackle your assignment and obtain good marks. Your assignment is a preparation exercise to the exams which follow. Plagiarism is prohibited. This means that you may not write the text directly from the study guide or source of information. Use your own words. You may quote from your source when you want to strengthen your viewpoint. If you do this, put the quoted text in inverted commas and mention the source used. However, do not do this regularly. Rather, make the content your own so that the tutor can see that you do understand the work. Also, before you start answering the questions, read through your study guide to make sure you have a good overview of the content of the subject. While reading, note the learning outcomes, the LO, of each unit. This will give you a very good idea what the unit is about and will guide you to the answers. So each unit has learning outcomes. Have a look at them. This will help you also with the short answer questions asked in this assignment. Take your time doing this. It will be worthwhile in the long run while answering the questions. Also keep in mind, do not let a friend help you with the assignment. Do it in your own handwriting. The study guide should be your main source of information. I'm going to repeat it. It should be your main source of information. But you may use other textbooks to broaden your viewpoint. Mention the sources you used at the end of your assignment. Do not forget to mention the study guide also as a reference. Please contact your tutor should you be uncertain or need help. Write legibly and neatly. Use neatly cut paper to write on. First impressions are very important, and presenting your assignment neatly is the basis for this. Also remember, write with blue or black pen. You may also type the assignment. All questions are compulsory. Do not leave out any questions, even if you do not know what is expected from you. Contact your tutor and find help to answer each question properly. All answers of questions asked in the assignments can be found in the study guide. Make sure that your answer matches the question number of the assignment. So write the correct answer to the correct question number. Carefully read what is expected of you. Read the questions thoroughly, even more than once. At the beginning of your study guide, a list of keywords is given and explained. These words can be found under the heading Verbs Thinking Processes. Here you will find words like explain, define, describe, compare. These words are used to explain what is expected from you when you answer the questions and you want to answer them properly. Read through the list and understand what is expected from you. For example, describe means you must give detailed features, and explain means you should provide a reasoned projection. Now, only do what is expected from you. Do not give lengthy descriptions if it's not asked from you. Now that you know the broader details, let us look at the assignment itself. Firstly, before you start with the assignment, get a good, broad overview of the subject content. Now start with each separate question. This assignment consists of 6 questions. Each question represents the 6 units. So question 1 represents unit 1. Question 2 represents unit 2, and so forth. Also, look at the marks allocated to each question. Your answers should be in line with this. For example, if the question counts out of 2 marks, you should only write down 2 facts. If you write down, say, 4 facts, only the first 2 will be marked, even though they may not be correct. The last 2 facts will be ignored and not marked. Below are the verbs used in this assignment. Read and understand what is expected from you with each question. So the action verbs used in this assignment are list, discuss, name, describe, define, explain, motivate, and differentiate. The most common mistakes made in the previous assignments are students did not use their study guide as main source of information. They did not use their own words but copied directly from the study guide. This resulted into obtaining poor marks as they did not portray their own understanding of the subject. 2 lengthy descriptions. Make sure to be to the point when answering. Students did not read the question thoroughly and correctly and did not know exactly what was expected from them. Remember that your assignment is a reflection of yourself. Present yourself neatly, professionally, and well organized. Now we're going to look at each question of this assignment. Question 1. All the questions come from Unit 1. In this question, you are required to list and discuss facts. You will have to read through the unit to be able to answer the questions. This is a good opportunity to acquaint yourself with the content of Unit 1. So do not guess the answers. Question 1.1 is just a listing of the benefits of physical education. This means you should answer in short. Thereafter, you have to discuss a statement. Now, first look up the statement in your study guide to know what is mentioned. Then discuss the statement using the content which follows the statement. 1.3 also requires a discussion of certain features of outdoor play. Remember that all content can be found in your study guide. No other sources need to be used. Make sure to look at the marks allocation to know how many facts should be presented. We finished with question 1 now. Let's look at question 2. All the answers can be found in Unit 2, and in 2.1 you have to fill in the missing words. This means you have to read through the content in your study guide in order to find the correct answers. But you can find them in Unit 2. 2.2 requires you to name and discuss activities which develop gross motor skills. So you firstly name the activity and thereafter you discuss it. It will be a good idea to also underline the activity's name. For example, say for instance, number 1, you used parachute games. You write it down, you underline it, and below you can write down the discussion. Or you use number 2 as ball games. Write it down, underline it, and write down your discussion. So in that way you complete the answer. In this way your answer looks well organized. Now question 2.3 is just a listing of facts. So answer in short, not a discussion. Question 3. Now Unit 3 is about the development of fine muscles. In the previous unit, we discussed the development of the gross motor muscles. Now it's the fine muscles. Therefore, 3.1 requires you to read 3.1 in your study guide in order to fill in the correct answers. Again, in order to present a well-organized answer, it will be a good idea to either underline the answers filled in or then fill them in using color pens. Question 3.2 is about descriptions of games. Use Unit 3 to find the games required and only describe 2 of them. Question 3.3 and 3.4 are straightforward answers found in the unit. So let's turn to question 4. In this question, your knowledge and understanding of Unit 4 is tested. Read the table of content carefully and acquaint yourself with the content. You have to give certain definitions and also explain certain facts regarding dominancy. To find out which body part is the most important one, look it up in Unit 4. And 4.4.2 requires you to explain in your own words how you will explain to your learners how this body part works. It is therefore important not to just copy the content, but to give your own logical thoughts on how to explain to your learners so that they can also understand it. Remember to also mention where this body part is found in a human being's body. So let's turn to question 5 then. Like all the previous work, these questions come from the number of the question. So use Unit 5 for the answers of question 5. I urge you not to use the internet as main source, but your study guide. You may, however, use the internet to enhance your answers from the study guide. So you have to list 6 symptoms of stress, 5.1, and also discuss a statement in 5.2. Firstly, look up the statement found in the unit and then discuss it in detail. Question 5.3 requires you to give your own input regarding a statement. And after you've given your opinion, you must motivate why you have this opinion. So you first give your opinion and then you motivate why you say that. Question 6. To answer question 6.1, you'll have to look carefully to the concepts of low and high self-esteem, because you have to differentiate between them. To clearly state the differences between them, you should answer in column form so that the differences are visible and clear. 6.2 requires a description, and in 6.3 you only should list the 5 tips to stay fit and healthy as found in Unit 6. 6.4.1 and 6.4.2 require definitions of mental, emotional, and physical health. The questions are to the point and should be presented in a simple, clear way, but in your own words. Lastly, you will notice that you are requested to present your assignment in the academic format, meaning you should start your assignment with a table of content, you should number your pages, you should write an introduction at the beginning of your assignment and a conclusion at the end of your assignment, and lastly, write down your references used. Do not forget the study guide as a reference. This is necessary because you are studying to stand in a professional environment as a teacher, and by presenting your assignment in the academic format helps you to present yourself as a professional person. Now, 6 of the 100 marks for this assignment will be allocated to this. You now ought to know what is expected from you. Do the assignment with the necessary dedication. Remember that this assignment will be the starting point when studying for the examinations and should therefore be complete and correct as far as possible. Should you need help from me, you are welcome to phone me or mail me at ansiestein@hotmail.com. That's ansiestein@hotmail.com, so that I can answer you in a well-constructed way. My cell phone number is 081 277 5321. Good luck and enjoy exploring your subject.